Pillow is connected to like something that they were trying to do for Guardians.
Okay, yeah.
Like some of those, I'm like, all right, like, do you recognize this? Because if you do recognize this, then we want to use that for this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Um, but
Like
before,
there's a bunch of car companies which are just, I imagine they would just put like car companies on there, but like Daily Mail is on here.
That's
I
okay.
don't. Yeah, I don't.
the the have there been like actual
Yeah,
cars on the map yet? Has that happened?
Ferraris,
Oh yeah. Okay.
and then they did. I think they did another one.
I don't know if they did McLaren or if I just remember McLaren popping up in other things.
Oh wait, was the
Yeah,
Ferrari one though? Was that like? Wasn't it like a clothes? Wasn't that like skins or something? Wasn't it like a
they
Ferrari
added
No,
clothes thing?
skin.
there was a
They
car on the
added.
map.
They added
It was like a red
pack,
car.
but they added a pack, and then there were Ferraris on the map as well.
Hmm.
I think
There
that
was
was the
like a
season that we had. It was the Marvel season because I feel like we were driving around that as like.
maybe.
Well, before we get into that, because I do want to talk about this list that came out. Welcome everyone to the Pass Control Podcast, a show where a couple of best friends talk about the latest in video games and nerd culture. Sometimes we have guests. Sometimes we talk about Fortnite too much. Either way, we have a new episode for you each and every week. As always, I'm your host, Brenden Groom, and joining me on this lovely Saturday evening, I forgot what day it was for a second, is the anime senpai himself, Mr. Michael Desir. Mike, how are you doing tonight?
Should we get you a calendar?
I mean, it's not gonna help, but I mean, sure. If you're looking for like, an easy gift, I guess. I don't know if I'll like it, but I mean, hey, it's a thing. I
Far
don't
too often you start off and you're like, I don't know what day it is. And it's like, come on, guy. You're in your 30s. Get it together.
like. I'm just a young guy. I'm just a young guy. Uh,
Mm.
and rounding us out tonight, the three cast tonight. We got a three-man show tonight. Is Mr. Dominic 40, the Fortnite father himself, the Disney daddy, the Pixar poppy. Dom, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well.
You love to hear it. You absolutely love to hear it. This was totally not planned that we're all wearing the same shirt. We all just happened to stroll
Well,
onto our camera.
Well,
it's not planned for two of us.
I mean, it wasn't planned for me. I just was like, you know what? I feel like wearing a different shirt tonight. And boom. It happens. It happens.
like, this is it. No, it really shouldn't though.
It's funny because, Mike, were you streaming Fortnite Overwatch earlier?
I was.
Were you wearing that shirt?
I was.
So when I went into my dresser earlier after I showered to put on a different shirt, I almost pulled out that shirt because I knew you had worn that shirt, and I was like, whatever, that's like stupid. And then when I came back and you were both wearing that shirt, I was like, all right, now I need to go get that shirt. So
Yeah, I mean, I did consider getting dressed, like changing my shirt again. As soon as I saw that, I was like, I should get changed. But I'm too lazy, even though I did just do laundry.
this is great. This is fantastic. You love to see it. Before we get
No, I
into tonight's show, a couple of housekeeping things. The first of which is this episode of the Pass Control Podcast is sponsored by our good friends at Goodnight Fatty. If you're in the Salem, Massachusetts area on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday evening, you want yourself something hot, something sweet, something tasty, something fresh out of the oven, you can head on down to 1 Washington Square and get yourself a delicious fatty. And if you're unaware of what a fatty is, you can check them out on social media at Goodnight Fatty and educate yourself about these tasty, scrumdiddlyumptious treats. Mike, did you get cookies this week yet?
No.
Are you interested in the flavors this week?
I am. I know one is Sour Patch.
One is Sour Patch.
Yeah.
I did look them up yesterday. I already forget what they are besides Sour Patch. But yeah, check them out. Let them know we sent you, and get some tasty treats for yourself. And if you're like me tomorrow and you want yourself something hot, something fresh, something tasty, fresh out of the oven on a Sunday morning, you can get yourself a chubby. Anyways, moving right along. Boo, 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 boo. No, anyone? Muppets?
Mm-mm.
Really? Mike, you don't know that Muppet song?
No.
Dom, you have got to know the song at least.
I mean, I'm familiar with Moving Right Along.
Yeah.
I'm unfamiliar with whatever came out of your mouth.
I said moving right along, and then I went bow, 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 bow. That's the song. Dun, 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 dun. Moving right
Yeah,
along.
that's the song.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't think that's what came out of your mouth.
It's 100%. Roll the tape back. Wait, Mike, you don't know that song? It's in the Muppet movie.
Yeah, I still have to sit down and watch that.
Like the original Muppet movie? You've never seen it?
I got 2 copies sitting on my desk right now.
Have you not seen? Okay, hold. We need.
Where do those copies of the Muppets come from?
So I've got somebody at work who's like is like giving me movies to watch, right? And I feel bad because they gave me these movies before the pandemic. I was like, yeah, no problem, and I just never got around to them.
I just never have time to watch movies. Oh, here's
Never done
a
movies.
time where you're literally going to be at your house all the time.
You know, I had to get up and like my DVD player is right over there. I'm not even sure if it's hooked up. So
You have like multiple
was
game
looking at them.
consoles hooked up, Mike.
to this TV, I don't know.
Well, I don't know about to that TV, but like you have. Anyways,
Listen, I've got yeah. So anyway, I was looking at them and I know there was 4 movies at some point. I must have given them back whatever the other movie was because I watched it. And while I was sitting here looking at them, like, are these 2 the same movie? I was like, I feel I couldn't remember if they had, you know, made another Muppets movie that they just called the Muppet movie. It happens sometimes. How many times we have Call of Duties popping up? It's called Call of Duty.
They did make another movie called The Muppets, correct?
Yeah, but that was the newest one.
That's not those.
Well, not-
That's not those. Yeah.
I know. It's the yeah. So I was like, hey, did you mean to give me 2 the same movie? I'm like, no, I didn't give you 2 the same movie. I'm like, I'm sending you a picture. These are both the same movie, right? I'm like, oh yeah. I don't think I gave you both. So I don't know if for what reason, Dom, you might have given me a movie. Did you give me a Muppet movie at some point to watch?
I don't think so.
Yeah. So
they should
At
also
what
be
point
on
in
Disney
time-
Plus too at this point.
At what point in time would I have done that? Yeah, they're on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Why would I have given you a DVD
So-
copy of?
yeah, I think when I was given these movies, I think Disney Plus would have already been. I forget. I forget if Disney
I don't know.
Plus.
Disney
was
Plus came
like
out
done.
before the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I might have been like, oh, you don't have to do this. It's on Disney Plus, but it was already a thing.
There's like the biggest fly I think I've ever seen in my entire life flying around right now in my office.
Jeff Goldblum.
I mean it could be because it's fucking ginormous. But yeah, I don't know, Mike. You need to watch the Muppet movie. I think it holds up. I think it's still good.
It's on my to-do list. I also need to watch Bolt.
I mean, do you need to watch Bolt?
It was also given to me.
Bolt
I'd like
here?
to like watch it and then
Wait,
turn
let me
this
see
film.
Bolt.
The one with John Travolta. Oops.
I mean, again, you can just return.
It's on
all
Disney
3 of
Plus.
those
I know.
movies. They're
I know.
all on
I know.
Disney Plus.
I know, but at this point, I just feel bad. Like, you gave me these movies to watch. I might as well watch them the way they were given to me and then return them. Otherwise, the whole, lending library thing loses all its value.
Sure.
Finding fun isn't hard.
Whatever gets you
When you have
going,
a library
Mike.
card.
Whatever gets you going. But I still, yes, I think you should watch the Muppet movie. I also don't dislike the Jason Segel Muppet movie. I think it's just called Muppet movie.
I did see that. I like that.
I think it was. Yeah.
Oh,
I think it was called The Muppets.
The Muppets, yeah. The music for that is also very good, and it is like the person in charge of the music for that film is one of the guys from Flight of the Conchords. It's very good, very good music. I don't know if he also did the music
second one?
for the one with Tina Fey. I don't remember. I don't think Jason Segel's in that movie, right? I don't think so.
I don't believe so. That was
The
a
one
whole
with
different
Tina
film. I'm not even
Fey
sure if-
is Muppets Most Wanted.
Yes, Muppets Most Wanted. I think there are different human actors in that film.
I don't think I watched Muppets Most Wanted. I think Ricky Gervais is in Muppets Most Wanted.
Oh
no, is Ricky Gervais? Ty. What's his name? Phil from Modern Family. Ty Burrell.
Oh, yeah, it began with the B.
If he is, he's not like there's definitely like a main human, and it is
Human actor.
yeah.
Yeah,
and
Ricky Gervais, Ty Burrell, Tina Fey.
Nailed it.
There
Nailed
still should be someone else though, because Tina Fey I think is like not the villain, but she's.
I want to say Ricky Gervais and Ty Burrell are both on the cover of the movie.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, the three of them are.
Okay. Fair.
And Ty Burrell has he's got like a very pencil thin
He has a
mustache.
mustache.
He's kind of twirling, so he might be the bad guy.
Maybe there's an evil Kermit in that movie. There's some enjoyable parts. I think I may have watched it one night for the one time that I watched it. I think I put it on at night in bed and fell asleep at some point, and I have never gone back and finished the movie. But I remember there being enough enjoyable moments. I like the Muppets though. Like the Muppets. I don't want to say the Muppets is an acquired taste, but I feel like the Muppets can very easily not land for some people. The type of humor that the Muppets do, if that makes sense. I don't know.
You guys all watched the Muppets last year when we watched the Country Bears, anyways. So
Those were Jim Henson. Did we talk about that? Were those Jim Henson things?
No, I don't think so. But the plot of the Muppets and the plot,
Yeah,
of Country
they're
Bears
very
are
similar.
the same
Yeah,
plot.
it's gotta get the band back together. Gotta get the Muppets back together. I'm pretty sure the plot of every Muppets movie is get the Muppets back together in some way.
Yeah.
That-
Well,
I mean-
I mean, the Muppets movie, The Muppets, and I don't think like Muppets Take Manhattan and all those movies are get the Muppets back together. I feel like they're already together in those movies.
Maybe. I don't know. Even like Scrooge, even like the Muppet Scrooge, I feel like is partially got to get them together to have, Christmas dinner. It's all about coming together.
It's like Fast and the Furious or the Ocean series. You always got to get the group together to do the thing.
So Muppets are just about
That's
family.
part of the charm. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that part was obvious.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't want to go do a deep dive on the Muppets. I mean, I will, but like we don't have to do that tonight.
Yeah, we can.
How could we, Mike? You've never even seen the Muppet movie. You got two of them staring you in the face right now.
I mean, I got one of them in 2 copies.
You should at least watch the Muppet movie, Mike, or the Muppets, because they're both, I think, good.
I feel like I've said several times I've seen the Muppets. I've seen that movie.
Oh, okay.
I've seen that one and the Muppets Most Wanted. I can't remember.
Oh, you've seen Most Wanted. Okay. Muppets Most
I
Wanted. There's like
seen
an
them
evil
both.
Kermit, I think,
Kermit,
that's like
yeah.
trying to like, I don't know, pretend he's Kermit and like sabotage the Muppets.
Yeah,
Or
I
no,
can't
maybe
remember
he's
the
like
plot
a
of the film.
wait. I think evil Kermit is like a criminal of some sort and escapes like prison and
He
shaves his
uses
mustache
his
or hides
likeness-
his mustache to be Kermit.
Yeah, he's using his likeness to Kermit to kind of evade the authorities.
Yes, and then I think Kermit gets
wrapped up.
yes,
in it.
yeah. Kermit gets I think that's how Kermit meets Tina Fey is like in that Russian prison or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I do not remember the plot of that film. I don't remember things that happened in that film.
Yeah,
But I'm pretty sure I did watch it.
what is there the song that is? I think it's the first song that Kermit sings in the Muppets movie with Jason Segel, which is just called The Muppets. So I can stop saying this wrong. It's The Muppets, right?
The Muppets is the one
Okay.
with Jason Segel.
I think it's called Pictures in My Head. That song is fucking good. That song fucking slaps. That song is very
The
good.
only song that I can remember from the Muppets is Man or Muppet.
I mean,
I
that
remember
song is
Man
good,
and
and it's
Muppet.
also ridiculous.
I also remember Life's a Happy Song.
Yes, I do remember that too.
Jade in the chat says he's trying to Kermit fraud, and we're bad, and we should stop the show.
Yeah, shut it all down. Everything. Take it all down. Lights. Everything.
But
Go on.
I don't know if this is like a other thing other people have put together or like made connections or videos or something too. But when we watched the Muppets, or when Jen watched the Muppets for the first time, she because she loves Flight of the Conchords. She's the one that like was like, this sounds like it's, I forget what the guy's name. I don't think it's the guy that plays Jermaine. I think it is the other guy. But the guy that plays Brett, I don't know if that's his actual real name. Do they use their real names in that show? I don't know.
I think so. I think they're playing like heightened versions
Of themselves. Okay, so it's the guy that plays Brett, I'm pretty sure. But she was like, "These sounds like Flight of the Conchords song." And then she looked it up, and then when Man or Muppet comes on, I feel like we may have talked about this on the show at some point. Whatever. Remind me after to send you the Flight of the Concord song that is like legitimately the same fucking song, like in a ridiculous way, and the music video is ridiculous for it. Jen, what's that Flight of the Concord song that you think sounds like "Am I a Man or a Muppet"? I'm not crying. It's only raining on my face. You need to watch that later because it's funny. Anyways, I don't know why we went on a Muppet tangent. I have no idea why. Oh, because I said moving right along, and that's what happened.
That was your first mistake.
That is what happened.
Trying to transition because that doesn't work.
Move right along though was a jam, Mike. That's a fucking banger. Like you should, even if you don't watch that Muppet movie, you should at least just like watch the YouTube video for "Moving Right Along." It's a fucking banger. Anyways, last bit of housekeeping thing, I guess. PTC Movie Club for this month is Dom's pick, and it is a double feature. We're watching Moulin Rouge and Hedwig and the Angry Inch. So if you want to listen to us talk about those films, make sure you watch those before the end of the month, because the last episode of the month, which I believe is maybe next week. I don't know how many months are left in this day. You know, Mike, you know what I'm saying. You're picking up what I'm putting down. You're picking it up. Make sure you watch those films because we'll be talking about them at some point at the end of June. Anyways. Oh, all month raising money for MG. The first 12-hour stream has already happened, but that doesn't mean you can't donate. So head on over to any of the social media channels that are linked to me or Pass the Controller, and you can find that link. And you can hit our team page and you can throw a donation in there. But we should get right into the show now at this point. Before we get into the Fortnite topic we were going to chat about, we should at least, without going into too much spoiler territory, not that there's, I think, much to spoil, and there's some fun little things in there. We played through all of TMNT Shredder's Revenge. Have you touched it yet, Dom, or no?
Yeah, I played the first 4 chapters.
Oh,
4
shit.
episodes, whatever.
So we've all played it a little bit at least. Dom, Todd, Mike and I have finished it. Mike, how are you feeling about the game? Like how is TMNT Shredder's Revenge for you?
It was fun. I like beat 'em ups.
Yeah. Have you played older TMNT beat 'em ups or no?
Not in any capacity that I could say I remember.
Okay.
Like I feel like I remember playing, Simpsons or X-Men, but I don't remember playing TMNT, or at least not in a way where I could say like which one I would have played.
Interesting.
Did we beat Simpsons together? Was that what it was?
I think we did. I do recall using a lot of quarters or tokens at some location to beat
I
the
couldn't
game.
remember if it was Ninja Turtles or if it was Turtles in Time or if it was that.
I don't know if I've ever beat Turtles in Time. I may have when I was younger on the Super Nintendo, but definitely not in the arcade. I don't know if I've ever beat Simpsons either. What's the final boss of Simpsons? Is it like a big balloon?
No, it is either Smithers or Burns in like a robot, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Or maybe it was both of them in the same robot.
I would love to see The Simpsons get either like a little remake or a new game like that. I think beat 'em ups are fun. Beat 'em ups are fun when they're done right. The team that did TMNT, I think, is very skilled at doing this. It was Tribute and .emu, and both of those studios have work in that genre. Both Scott Pilgrim, Street Rage 4, for more recent entries in the beat 'em up genre. So like they clearly know how to hone in on that genre and make something special, I think. So I really liked Shredder's Revenge. It is really short, but I think that is kind of just par for the course with that type of game. I don't think you're necessarily going to get something super long or potentially something with not a lot of replayability. There is some stuff baked into Shredder's Revenge that I think promotes replayability with achievements and unlocking, in-game achievements and stuff. There is some leveling to your character that you can, get more special meter and, other types of combos and moves. So if you, want to kind of dig into it, you can, and you can get rewarded for that. Is that Scraggle Simpson? Scraggle Rock?
No, it's Burns in the
Mr. Burns in the nuclear power
Okay.
planet suit. That was the final boss.
But I liked it. I'm happy with it. It's on Game Pass. If you have Game Pass, Xbox, I believe it's also on PC Game Pass as well. So if you have it, it's there. If not, it is available everywhere. What have you thought of it so far, Dom?
Oh, that's fun. It feels like the old games, so
Yeah.
I mean, it feels like a modern version of the old games, I guess.
Yeah. There's a lot of love poured into it. I mean, it's very gorgeous pixel art. They went very deep on giving every character that you can play. It's the 4 turtles, April, Shredder, and spoiler, I guess, when you
Splinter.
Did I not say Splinter? Did I say Shredder? Yeah. If you beat the game, you unlock Casey Jones. So there is an unlockable character. But each character has, some unique moves, but they all have very unique animations. So like all of the turtles, they interact with the world differently, which is just a nice little touch. I mean, it's a game where everyone's pretty much doing the same thing, but to have that little extra, flourish of when Mikey runs, his nunchucks are flapping, but like when Donatello runs, I don't know what he looks like. Maybe he's running with his staff forward or something, but they all look different when they're moving around, which I think just kind of gives a game like that a little bit more life, and it feels really good. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much more I will dive into unlocking little things, but I did enjoy it for what it was. Really good, fun party game too. I definitely want to play at one point 6 players and just see how chaotic it gets, because you can play 6 players at once, which I think is bonkers. Have either of you been playing anything else other than the regular stuff?
No.
All right, Mr. Overwatch. I see you. I guess at this point, that's the regular stuff for you because you're back on the Overwatch train.
It's basically check to see if Mayhem's in the playlists. Play some Mayhem.
I love that you follow a Twitter account that is, what is it called? It's just like, is Total Mayhem. What is it?
Yeah, I think it's just called Is Mayhem There.
Is Mayhem There. That is like might be one of the most Mike things that you do.
I used to have to check a different Overwatch account that just says what the things are for arcade, and then there's just one that follows exclusively Total Mayhem. So I was like, all right.
Listen, you want what you want. The heart wants what the heart wants, Mike. Before we get into the main Fortnite topic, obviously a lot of video game news the past week and a half with all these Summer Games Fest, Xbox presentation, Square Enix, Final Fantasy VII 25th anniversary. Mike's a sleepy baby tonight. That coffee did not hit, huh?
I think I had 2 Mountain Dews. Nothing.
Caffeine's doing nothing for you. Time to switch to the Cutwater. That's what you got to do.
I ran out of Cutwater.
Well, that's you got a lot of things stacked up against you today, Mike.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
I got extra Long Island Cutwaters in my car. You want to drive over real quick? You can grab them out of my trunk.
Yeah, I'll hop on the scooter. It's a nice day out.
Ooh. But yeah, I mean, we don't have to drill down into all of the things that were going on, but if there is anything of merit, of note that stood out to anyone in particular, I think it'd be a good time to just chat about it if there's anything of importance. I guess since we're all historically Overwatch people, and Mike, you're kind of back on that Overwatch train a lot lately. How does the stuff that came out about Overwatch 2 with beta coming out in October, free to play, the other things they talked about, how are you feeling about what's going on with Overwatch?
Look, I only have 2 questions. Number 1, is Total Mayhem going to be there?
That's a
number
real,
2.
That's a real. I understand.
Number 2, I don't know if they said it. Do our cosmetics carry over in any way?
I know that was the initial plan. That was like the initial thing. I don't know if that
Yeah.
has changed.
I don't know if they mentioned anything
I need to
about it.
be careful. Okay, I need to be careful what I say for a second. Did the Overwatch 2 presentation happen already?
I think so. I'm pretty sure that was
Outside of the Xbox thing?
yesterday. I think that was yesterday or 2 days ago. There was like a whole
But it happened, right?
thing. Yeah, because
Okay.
I think that's where like the full video for Junker Queen came out, and I sent it to you
Okay.
guys.
Because
And that's when they put out the roadmap.
I have
Is
seen
that
and
me?
heard things before that was made
Yeah.
public. So I was like, I need to be careful if I say anything. But yeah, I don't know if that specific detail has been talked about or elaborated on again, but I think that is still part of the plan.
Okay. Because I'm still sitting on a collective almost 500 loot boxes that I need to.
Yeah, you should probably open those before October.
I mean, if they don't transfer, then there's no point.
Okay, fair.
This says Overwatch 2 will get rid of loot boxes.
Overwatch 2 gets
Yeah.
rid of loot boxes because there's Battle Pass.
But my guess is that those loot boxes that you do not have opened will not transfer over. So
Well, is it a different game, or does my Overwatch 1 update? If it's a different game, then
Overwatch
presumably-
2 is a free to download multiplayer game. So my guess is that it will be a free to download multiplayer separate app on your computer, separate game on your console.
Yeah.
So
if
the
it's tied to my
PvE stuff
account-
that's coming into is a I believe a paid game that is coming later.
Yeah. So if it's, let's say, tied to your account, because there is cross progression within it. So like, if you're playing it on your Switch and on your Xbox, and
That's
you can see
huge.
all your things.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
all your things are going to be there. But if it's tied to your account, then potentially anything that you have in your account already, like with skins and stuff,
I mean,
could, in theory, transfer.
I think for Shiggles, Mike, you should probably just some night grab a couple of drinks, stream, and just open all the loot boxes. I think that should be a fun time.
Yeah, that was gonna be my plan anyway.
Yeah.
I just want to know if it's necessary.
I think you should just do it anyway. It's gonna be a fun time. But I do believe that the plan is for that to happen. But all of the characters in 2 are getting a redesign. So like, my guess is that aside from like the very cool, harder to get or rarer skins from Overwatch 1, unless you just don't like the design of the character in 2, I could see you not wanting to even use Overwatch 1 skins, because I'm pretty sure every character has been redesigned.
Yeah. And that's what makes it kind of like up in the air.
Which I don't
Like,
know if
for
they'll
instance-
eventually change. Maybe they will like bring that into Overwatch 2 and update them design wise, but maybe not.
Yeah. So it becomes tricky because, okay, let's just pick a character. Just think of any character. It doesn't really matter. And that they've got like a redesign in 2. So it would, in theory to me, be easier to transfer, all the stupid, I'm calling them stupid, but in like all the basic color skins that they just changed the color of certain characters. Like, okay, they had like, how they were all named after colors. Those ones would be quote unquote easy to kind of develop for their new designs. You just do the same thing, change some colors around. It's the fancier ones that might be harder to do that with. Which
Yeah.
makes me think, oh, maybe they won't transfer them over, because why go through the hassle? Especially because I don't know how the redesign. In my mind, cosmetic changes like that shouldn't be that much of a game changer. Like, it shouldn't be a problem to be like, okay, if you're using this skin, you're going to use this skin exactly how it looked like in the original game. But there might be an instance of where a cosmetic change like that doesn't make sense in the new game with how they're designed to play now. I can't think of a good example of what I'm trying to describe. But like, imagine there was a character in the old game and like they had like a skin that kind of changed the way their weapon looked, but their weapon is different now in the new game, so that cosmetic wouldn't work. I'm speaking about a hypothetical because I can't think of a good example of how that might occur.
Yeah, I think those are things that will pop up maybe and be dealt with on a case by case basis, but I can't think of any that would be like a broad issue in that regard.
Yeah.
But
It's just one of those things that they probably don't want to dedicate too many resources to it if it's too much of a hassle, so they might not do it altogether.
Yeah. I pulled up the roadmap for Overwatch 2 as it stands right now. So it looks like for October, we get Season 1, which will bring 3 new heroes, which I don't think they have revealed at all other than Junker Queen. And I don't know if that number 3, what'd you say?
I said Sojourn.
Yeah, I don't know if that 3 includes Sojourn or if that's 3 in addition to Sojourn. I'm assuming that includes Junker Queen. I just don't know if that also includes Sojourn. 6 new maps, 30 plus new skins, new battle pass, new mythic skin, and new game mode. So I'm curious what the mythic skin and what the game mode is. I mean, we got a tease of what the battle pass looks like. I'm not surprised by the battle pass. Again, it's a free-to-play game. They need to think of a way to monetize it somehow. Season 2 begins December 6th, which will bring a new tank hero, a new map, 30 plus new skins, new battle pass, and new mythic skin. And then in 2023, it's just as future seasons with new heroes, new maps, new skins, new battle passes, new modes, and PvE. Yeah, I mean, I can't remember. Hey, did you get to play the first beta, Mike?
Beta? No.
I mean, I got to play the first beta, and I really enjoyed how the game felt. I mean, it feels like Overwatch, but there are little tweaks. Obviously, some of the characters have different loadouts and different movesets, and other things changed about them. The other big change is that it's 5v5 now, not 6v6, which I think only stinks for when we are, have more than 5 people that want to play. But I think it does kind of maybe organically push the teams to stay together more because you only have one tank and you have, one less character. I feel like it kind of forces you to play as a more cohesive unit with that little change, and I'm wondering if that's part of why they did that. But yeah, I'm excited that it got some sort of release date coming. The PvE stuff is cool. I'm fine with waiting for that because I'll play that, but I'm more looking forward to just all of us playing Overwatch multiplayer again. So that's exciting. Any other stuff from this past week and a half that's got everybody all hopped up on Zipsops?
I don't even know how to answer the question as you phrased it. Are you gonna play through Persona again?
I haven't decided. October is tough because I feel like there's gonna be a lot of things out. I'm gonna probably at least start it, but knowing that the last time it took me a lot of hours. Mm-hmm. What was my final play count? Like 300 hours?
It was longer than my first playthrough It was longer than my playthroughs, like multiple my playthroughs put together.
Yeah, I mean, there were like some of those hours definitely added up from like idle time, like me leaving my PlayStation on and like going to do something else. But I can't imagine that over the course of me playing that added up to more than 15 or 20 hours. You know what I mean? So it's like even if it was 20 hours of idle time, it's still 280 hours. I think my playthrough was 280 hours or something like that. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna download it. At least see how it plays on Xbox. Revisit some of the characters again. I feel like the game does have a little bit of maybe not pacing issues, but I feel like it is a little slow at the beginning. So maybe I won't start it right away because I might need a bigger gap between me playing that game again. I love that game, but it is a long game. And I feel like I would fall very quickly into the trap of like, I want to get all the achievements in this game, and then that's going to just make me play too much of that game. Who knows? Maybe I'll just fall in love again, and that's where I'm at. But the actual thing I need to do is finish Persona 3 on Vita before I start 5 again. I kind of wish they were all coming out in October because I would love to stop my Persona 3 playthrough and then just play it on Xbox. But what'll happen now is when 4 comes, I will just play it there. So I'm just fucking pumped that's coming. That was like one of the biggest announcements for me throughout this past week and a half was that those 3 games are getting ported somewhere. It didn't matter to me if it was Xbox or Switch because I just wanted it somewhere more current. Even if it was PS5, that would be like my least ideal thing. Or I guess Steam would be my least ideal place because 4 is on Steam and I don't play it there. So PS5 would be like my second least thing. It's good to see Persona mainline games going to another place because that gives me hope that when an eventual Persona 6 gets revealed, that it is not a console exclusive somewhere, that it is, maybe it's on both Xbox and PlayStation day one. Who knows? Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of things that were shown off and announced. If Todd was here, I feel like we could probably do a deeper dive on the Xbox stuff specifically, but I don't know. We don't have to go too into detail on some of these things unless there was something specific that someone wanted to chat about.
Nope.
All right. Well then, without further ado, I mean, there was Last of Us remaster that some people are upset that it exists. I didn't need this, but I am probably gonna play it, so I'm part of the problem, I guess. I definitely didn't need this, but I will definitely play it again. So there's that. But the main thing I wanted to get to tonight before we go too long is something that Dom had shared earlier, which was shared by at Guile_gag, which is a Fortnite news Twitter. I'll just read the tweet. I was recently sent an updated survey by Epic with possible upcoming collaborations. Some of these include ones we have already received, so it seems they may take these into consideration. And then they shared a screenshot of this list. I tried to find a little more information on this list, or if anyone else had spoke more in depthly about this, because one of the things before we were recording that Mike and I were talking about before you got in here, Dom, was the order and categorization of some of these things doesn't necessarily make any sense, because like Mike had pointed out, under TV shows you have things like Dragon Ball Z, but then there is also a category for cartoons and anime, and there's also a category for comic book, anime, and manga characters. So I understand the characters one is just a specific character and not a series or show or something, but Dragon Ball Z is, yeah, sure, it's a TV show, but it's also an anime and cartoon or whatever.
My guess is that the list that we're looking at is a compiled list of stuff and not a official list of any sort.
Okay.
So somebody made this list.
Gotcha. Based off of those things.
Stuff in surveys, yeah.
Okay. All right. I guess that maybe makes more sense. But
they did a bad job.
I feel like we could kind of read through some of this list and talk about how we're feeling about this. I mean, I'm cool with just skipping over the clothing, fashion, and lifestyle brands, unless there's something in there that anyone wants to specifically talk about. I didn't buy the Balenciaga stuff. I know Jesse did. Shout out to Jesse for buying Balenciaga dog. But Mike, I just got confirmation that the cosmetics still are intended to carry over.
All right, cool.
I sent a message while we were talking about it.
That top one, I think it says Acne Studios,
and it's supposed to be Acne.
I don't know.
I mean, does anything come up when you Google Acne Studios?
I don't know.
It's a fashion company.
It to be Acme.
No, it's a fashion company.
Yeah, I keep wanting it to be Acme, so that it's just like a Wile E. Coyote Roadrunner thing.
Fashion brand.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, all the stuff that's under the fashion stuff, there's probably not anything in there that I would personally ever buy. I don't know. I think there was also wasn't there also a Jordan collab at some point?
I think there's been 2.
Yeah, it's like if that's your jam and that's the stuff you want to spend money on Fortnite, great. But that's just not what I. That's not the stuff I need in Fortnite.
Golf Wang is Odd Future stuff, right?
Yes. Unless there was something else called Golf Wang, but yeah.
I'd have to see what something like that would look like in the game.
Productions, publications, and brands. Oh, sorry, products, publications, and brands. That's another one that, like, I personally don't necessarily care for. The only thing that's on there that is actually very interesting to me is it says Tomorrowland in quotes park attraction. So if they added like a theme park to the map, is I'm assuming what that means, that could be interesting. I mean, Disney.
They really want to differentiate itself from the film that came out.
Oh, maybe.
Which is just based on
The ride. Yeah,
the
theme park
area.
I mean, at this point, anything Disney collaboration between Fortnite wouldn't surprise me. They have tons of Marvel and tons of Star Wars in there, and Disney owns those, so it would not surprise me if they added more Disney-related things into this game. Moving on to some of the stuff that I think we'll have a little bit more of a thought on is...
Well, I'm excited for T-Mobile Wireless, because that means we're probably
Yeah.
getting T-Mobile Tuesdays stuff.
Hell yeah.
What do you think that will
Mobile
translate to? What do you think that will translate to? Like V-Buck?
Like
Like
I don't know,
deals or
V-Bucks
something?
every Tuesday, giving us free V-Bucks.
Listen, if it was like something substantial like that, like every fucking Tuesday you get fucking V-Bucks, I've been an AT&T customer since like high school. I'll fucking leave AT&T and go to fucking T-Mobile.
No, all you do, Brendan, is just get a prepaid T-Mobile number. Just have
Done.
that for a little bit.
Easy.
Boom.
My burner phone, aka my V-Buck phone.
Easy.
Yeah, nothing else on that list.
We're gonna talk about Daily Mail.
Yeah, I'm so confused by that.
That's like a website, right? I don't know. I don't actually know what that. I don't know what that is.
I believe it's an online publication. So yeah, it is just like a news website.
Is it like a TMZ type news website though?
I don't know. I don't go there.
Okay, I don't go there either. Yeah, I mean, other things in there for those of you listening are things like Bentley, Buick, Dodge, Tesla, a lot of cars, mostly cars. T-Mobile Tuesdays, and then more cars. Cartoons and anime. I think for these types of ones, we can probably just run down the list and then talk as we go. Yasuke. I don't know. I'm assuming that's an anime, Mike.
Yeah, it's the one that was on Netflix about the Black Samurai. It's based off of like real events.
Oh, I don't think I know what that is. Is it older or is it newer?
Came out in like the last couple of years.
Oh, okay.
The I believe the voice actor for Yasuke is the dude that was the main actor in I'm sorry to bother you.
Lakeith Stanfield.
There we go.
Sapphire Jade in the chat. Just add the AT&T girl as a skin and Flo from Progressive as a skin. I mean,
Ooh,
those were things
one
that could
buys.
happen. Those are things that could
day
happen.
one buys. State Farm. There we go.
Jake from State Farm. Wow. What if the next like map change is like Jake from State Farm? Like it's all like insurance companies are different parts of the map.
they remove the Daily Bugle and they put the State Farm offices there. And you go upstairs and he's just there. It's like, hey, how can I help you? And then like he gives you a phone, and then whenever you get into like a scuffle, you just dial and say, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Jake shows up and helps you out.
But also you can go find fucking Jonah
You
Jameson.
can find Flo.
I forget what his actual name is. And isn't he the farmer's insurance guy?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, yeah. Farmers Insurance.
And then they can get that other guy, the guy that's the Allstate guy. I mean, all these insurance companies have like a character, like they have like a person.
Oh, imagine you can get Mayhem, the the Mayhem guy.
Oh, that would be.
Oh, I mean, yeah. He's the. This is all the next battle pass. The next battle pass is all insurance characters.
Just
and,
insurance.
And like the Prowler / Indiana Jones / Superman like bonus skin is Mayhem.
Is Mayhem. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't put the Geico Gecko in there. He's too.
He's a backbling. Backbling.
Oh, there it is.
Yes. What are the emotes in
And
this
the
season?
Affleck duck. And the Affleck.
Ooh, Affleck Duck's another
also.
backbling. Another backbling. What are the emotes this season?
Ooh. Jeez.
There's got to be some.
There's got to be something. I don't know.
You know what? They'll probably be the lame ones where it'll just be like they'll probably all be built-in emotes. It'll just be like that person saying their tagline, like a good neighbor.
Yeah.
State Farm is there.
There.
As dumb as this fucking sounds, and as much as I don't want to spend money on it, I'd be kind of actually. This would be kind of fucking. This would be funny for like a week.
That's one of the dumb things that I would find. Yeah, that's one of the dumb things that I would spend money on just because it's so stupid.
It's fucking ridiculous. Who else? I feel like we're missing another one. I feel like we're missing something. Is there like a Liberty Mutual one?
Yeah, the Limu Emu.
There you go.
And Doug.
And Doug, yeah.
There's potential here. There's potential here.
This is the real question. Like, I guess at that point you're just basing adding these characters off of brand recognition. So like, even though the children playing these games are not filing for insurance in any way, they just know the commercials.
Yeah, I mean, there's that.
You're trying to catch the kids before they start paying for insurance.
That's true, Mike.
Oh,
That's true.
I played as Jake from State Farm
What made you
Fortnite.
decide to use us for your home insurance?
That's
like,
definitely on the survey. That's on the survey, Mike. It's like, how did you hear about us?
15 years ago.
How did you hear about us?
15 years ago, I played Fortnite and I fucking loved playing as Flo.
I mean, because you go to Mike, if you find Flo at fucking Saltic Springs, she's got like she sells you gold fucking assault rifles, Mike. So like clearly I fuck with Flo. You know what I'm saying? Like Flo's my guy, my girl.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
You know what I mean?
no,
Jake from State Farm just sells fucking grapplers. I don't fucking need a grappler all the time. Like maybe once in a while.
Jake.
I mean,
But you can still hire him. You can hire him to run around with you.
and then like the after level 100, like the bonus skins. I mean, there's at least one commercial where Flo plays like fucking 10 characters in her family. So like she's already got locked in bonus skins. Like those are all locked in.
Jake from State Farm used to be white.
Also
True.
Drake. So you got
also Drake from State Farm.
you have those there. Listen, Epic. You want us to just spin ideas up for you. You don't have to use them. You want to hire us as just constant fucking get the gears turning. Doors open. Come on over. When you're here, your family. That's a different thing.
We got through one anime / cartoon thing, and then we started talking about insurance for 5-10 minutes.
Wonder Egg Priority. I'm sure Mike knows what that is. I don't know what that is.
I think that was the one that Todd, if you were to like look through your text messages, it was the one that Todd was asking questions about.
Interesting. Out of all of these listed here, unless there are some under the character specific ones, which I didn't look at yet, this is the only Ghibli I believe on here. Princess Mononoke, Bleach, which I know Dom fucking loves Bleach. He's a big Ichigo fan.
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
Spy, Hunter by Spy Family, Spy by Family. How do you say this one, Mike?
Yeah, take your pick. Have fun with it.
Spy Cross Family.
Why not?
Spider-Man, which sure we have that already, and I'm sure we're gonna get more. Mobile Suit Gundam 00. I don't know where this. I don't know if that's like. What if you were gonna represent Gundam in Fortnite, Mike? Is like Mobile Suit Gundam 00 like the one? I don't know how Gundam is like broken up.
It's probably not the one, but it was a good series.
Okay.
Like I liked Gundam 00.
Batman, we know Avatar: The Last Airbender. I think Avatar: The Last Airbender is going to show up at some point, especially because we already are getting a second Shippuden pack or a second Naruto collaboration.
Right.
I feel like Nickelodeon is poised to drop into the mix, and I think we talked about this the other night when we were playing Turtles. Turtles would be the only other Nickelodeon property I think that would make sense in Fortnite. I don't really think many others would make sense. I don't know if either of you have a comment on that.
I think on the whole, Nickelodeon skew characters. Not that they. I'm not trying to say that they skew too young, but I think none of those properties they would want them associated with killing each other.
Weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah, weapons and killing each other in that way.
Which is why I think we will also never see like Disney proper in here, at least character wise, controllable character wise, characters that you could shoot or have guns.
Yeah. Although the idea of having like a Mickey Mouse just like not as a skin, but just walking around and then Todd typically shoots him and then he gets upset and starts fighting back would be kind of hilarious.
Well, I was just thinking when you said other Nickelodeon properties, I was just picturing SpongeBob with like a assault rifle, like just like shooting in the air, like
Yeah.
doing the
Like all
SpongeBob
those
laugh,
shirts that
just
you would
shooting
see.
in the
Yeah.
air.
Like all those shirts that we used to see at the mall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with like with like a bandana wrapped around his head.
Yes.
Bandana and like in a grill. Yeah.
And it's funny though because I could absolutely see that working for Warner Brothers with Looney Tunes. Like I could see them being like, yeah, no, throw bugs in there, give them a rocket launcher, let's go.
No, they got their own game.
Yeah.
They do have multiverses now. Legend of Korra, same boat. Agretsuko, I'm not familiar enough with that anime, but to me that seems like one that would be only in the form of non-skin cosmetics.
Bling.
Yeah, it's like back bling, emote, whatever. The Devil is a part-timer. I don't know what that is. I'm sure Mike does.
I'm loosely familiar with it. Yeah.
Blade Runner Black Lotus. I don't know what that is. Is that like a spin-off?
Yeah, it's
Was it a
was running
Netflix
on
show?
Toonami. No, it was running on Toonami for a little bit. It was
Okay.
on Crunchyroll. It was like a CGI. I believe it's a continuation, or it takes place like during the same time as Blade Runner 2084. Is that what the one with Ryan Gosling?
Yeah,
Mhm, mhm.
2048.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
It was the year at the end because I think Jared Leto's character does show up in the show.
we should probably just get a Jared Leto battle pass.
I mean, I hope
All
not.
for it.
Bluey. Don't know what that is.
I do know what it is. I don't understand why it's on this list. It's
Do I need to Google what it is?
it's the show about the dog family.
Oh, and it's a Disney show.
Yeah,
Weird.
and it's like a Disney kids show. Like not, it's like
They're trying to scoop up the kids young. They gotta get them in Fortnite and to make sure they don't dip into the Roblox Minecraft world. They want them in Fortnite.
I guess.
Neon Genesis Evangelion. I would be fucking amped. I don't know, Mike. Would you be fucking amped up? Like, would that be like insta buy the whole pack? Like, is that like a not even question?
I already bought all those skins in
PUBG?
PUBG Mobile.
I mean, I have no way of knowing if you're lying or not, and I want to choose that you're telling the truth.
It was expensive, but it was worth it.
Beetlejuice, sure, I could see Beetlejuice showing up. I guess. Gundam Build Divers. Is that a Gundam? Is that like a Gundam thing, or is that
I'm
something
not
different?
familiar with that one. That one. You skipped Platinum End.
Oh, sorry, I
which
did. Yes.
I only bring up because it's a series that was created by the creator of Death Note.
Oh, interesting.
I don't think people will really like it. I don't know. It was weird. I didn't
Interesting.
watch it, but I know what happens.
Jujutsu Kaisen, which I know is popular with the people now. So,
Yeah, probably the kids.
and then Arcane, which we have seen stuff before, but there is another season of Arcane coming at some point. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do see more, either Arcane skins, or I could see them just doing
Epic has
more.
a stake in that, right?
I
Epic is Riot Games Epic.
don't think that they're aligned in any way. I know that
Whatever.
Tencent owns a stake in both of them. Maybe that's what you're thinking of.
Okay, maybe that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Tencent owns a stake in like everybody. What else? We can move on to. We don't have to go through all these. We'll be here for a while. But musical artists. We'll kind of run through them, and as things that show up that are worth talking about, we can say it. Electric Light Orchestra, ELO. Foo Fighters, BOA or BOA. I don't know who that is. Bank of America.
I was hoping it was Bank of America. Yeah.
Chance the Rapper, Travis Barker, Rihanna, BTS. I mean, we have emotes. I wouldn't be surprised if BTS is a concert in the game at some point, because I feel like that would be huge for Fortnite. Blueface, Camila Cabello, Gorillaz.
Girls would be a cool concert.
Gorillaz would be a cool concert. I think they'd also be cool skins too, because they'd be like cell shaded probably.
I think I would buy some Gorillaz skins.
Yeah.
If they showed up.
Diplo, Pharrell. I mean, if they just put a Pharrell skin in there, I'd probably buy it. I don't necessarily want that, but I would probably buy that.
I would get his hat as a back bling.
Yeah, his hat. If they did Pharrell music as emotes, I would buy probably any of them. Young Boy Never Broke Again, ASAP Rocky, NLE Choppa, The Rolling Stones, Imagine Dragons, Olivia Rodrigo, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and Anderson .Paak. Obviously, Anderson .Paak already in the game. I think out of all of these, Anderson .Paak is legitimately in the game and has other cosmetics. BTS has dances. I don't think any of these other ones have anything in the game, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah,
I don't know who NLE Choppa is or Blueface, so maybe they could have an emote in the game, but I don't know who they are. Yeah, I don't know. Video game characters. Chris Redfield in the game. Donkey Kong. I would be very confused. Triss Marigold from The Witcher. I could see The Witcher something coming into this game. Banjo and Kazooie. Again, another one I'd be kind of confused by, but I mean, Kazooie.
This is like
it would probably just be a built-in back bling, I would imagine, or a back bling only available for Banjo, or maybe a back bling for anybody. I don't know, but I just something about running around with Banjo with a fucking assault rifle just doesn't make sense in my brain.
doesn't jive well with you.
Like Conquer, throw him in there, but I don't know. I just don't see. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I would say the same thing about Donkey Kong. I would buy a Nintendo skin if it was there, but I don't think Donkey Kong should be in the game. Lady Dimitrescu. I wouldn't be shocked if that happens. Melina from Elden Ring would be a dope skin. I don't know if that would happen. Legion from Dead by Daylight. I don't know who that is. Vanessa from Five Nights at Freddy's. No. I think Dom mentioned this before we started recording, but Peach from Princess Peach from Mario is listed here. I don't know why that would be the character, but sure. Because she pulls like
Throw her in.
Yeah, because she pulls fucking like frying pans and golf clubs out. Is that why? T-51B power armor from Fallout. I could see that absolutely coming in the game in some way, even if it's just coming in the game as like an on the map thing you can get into and move around, because there were mech type things in the game before, so I could see that absolutely happening. Marcus Phoenix from Gears of War. I know there are 2 Gears skins. I'm pretty sure it's Marcus and the girl from 5. So that already happened. Dwight from Dead by Daylight. No idea who that is. Batman. Don't know why he's under video game characters, but sure, he's in the game more than once.
He's a video game character.
Yeah.
He has several video games.
He does.
He's also in Fortnite, so...
Fair. Glamrock Freddy from Five Nights at Freddy. Sure. Hero from Dragon Warrior. Something I don't expect, but I would buy that if it was there. CJ from Grand Theft Auto.
The more Five Nights at Freddy characters I see, I just am waiting for the day where we have like teams of 4 of like Five Nights at Freddy characters that like kill you and then like start jamming like on their guitars and
Yeah.
shit.
Well, so the thing is like if I got killed by Five Nights at Freddy guy or Googimon, I wouldn't know who heads or tails. I wouldn't fucking know. I would just assume they were all, League of Legends.
They're all some League of Legends shit.
I skipped over a Five Nights at Freddy one, apparently Monty. CJ from GTA, maybe. I feel like that would have already happened though when we got the trilogy, so I feel like that would maybe be a weird addition at this point, but yeah, I wouldn't rule it out. Guile from Street Fighter already happened. I think we're gonna get at the bare minimum at least 2 to 4 more Street Fighter characters, if not more. David from Dead by Daylight, and Iron Fist Alexander from Elden Ring. Celebrities. I feel like this is the one that's going to continue to happen the least. Unless they become characters within the game, like how The Rock is Foundation. I don't foresee them just adding real likenesses that often.
I kind of hope they do, just so we can get literally Adam Sandler. I just hope we can get Adam Sandler skins in the game.
Well, if they add Adam Sandler, they got to add the whole cast of grown-ups so we can play as Adam Sandler, Chris Rock, whoever else in that movie.
Kevin James.
Yeah.
And
there's at least one more made
Schneider.
one. Rob Schneider's in the movie, but
Rob
I don't think.
Schneider.
Oh, David Spade is probably the other person.
Oh yeah.
Jack Black, and don't get me wrong, I'd buy a Jack Black skin, but also don't put Jack Black in this game. What are we doing?
I could see Jack Black being a voice in this game though.
I could see him being a voice, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
Michaela.
What about a Nacho Libre skin?
I mean, I've never seen it, but sure.
Michaela, it's like a 15-year-old movie at this point, but
listen, I want Austin Powers skins in here more than any other fucking movie skin in this game. Michaela J. Rodriguez, don't know who that is. Adam Sandler. Jerry Seinfeld, yes, I know I literally just said don't put real people in here, but please, to God, put fucking the cast of Seinfeld in this game. What's the deal?
Squad to run around.
That would be the sickest squad to run around with. Are you kidding me?
Just imagine just recreating episodes. We are all in a car and we pull up and park somewhere and it's like, are you gonna use the handicap spot? And it's like, yeah, we'll be in there in 5 minutes. Be fine.
You know what though?
I hope they put a Jerry Seinfeld skin in just so we can pull up to people as people are building and just try to do comedians in car. No, comedians in car. Just pull up.
Oh man.
Hey, I'm here today to pick up Master Chief.
Fish stick. I'm here in my 1972 Camaro. Listen, I will say, as much as I don't want this, I think that the insurance and the insurance one is probably way funnier and way better. We could get an Adam Sandler battle pass where you're unlocking Little Nicky, fucking Happy Gilmore, you're unlocking different Adam Sandlers. You know what I'm saying? That'd be pretty good. You get the 8 Crazy Nights one. He's cell shaded. Come
on. So who's your level 100 for this?
I don't know. Zohan? I don't fucking know. No, it's Uncut Gems Adam Sandler. And his emote is just I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna fucking come.
Could you imagine if the only swear in the game is just the Adam Sandler emote that's just I'm gonna fucking come. But you can only use it if you win. It's a victory emote.
It's a victory win. If you win as him, it's a built-in emote just for him.
That might actually be the best skin in the game. we roll a 4-stack of Uncut Gems Adam Sandler. we all crowd around the last person. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking Ooh. Ooh.
This is the worst part about Fortnite. They've allowed us to just workshop this stuff. They've made it possible for us to even.
We're talking about this as if it's the most ridiculous thing in the world, but it's possible.
It is possible. It is absolutely possible.
It's ridiculous because it is possible.
Jade in the chat says level 100 is Jack and Jill interchangeable skin outfits.
Perfect.
Ooh, this is a dual emote. You could get like, you could have wedding singer, and then you can bring in like some like 80s song emote dances.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
I don't think it's better than I'm gonna fucking come. But
no, no, it's not. It's
it's
100% not. That's the winner right there. It would be cool though if like each Adam Sandler skin had their own built-in emote.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty good.
Yeah, the price is wrong, bitch.
Fuck, I kind of want this battle pass now.
So we've got the Adam Sandler battle pass. We got the insurance battle pass.
But Mike,
Uh,
a victory only emote, or what if it's just like you get a kill emote, and it's just the price is wrong, bitch.
yes.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good, Steve.
No, actually, I want him as a back bling, and that's what he does every time he gets a kill.
What if we got Bob Barker in the game?
Yeah. Are we gonna do a game show battle pass instead?
No, just the Price is Right battle
shit.
pass. We get Bob Barker and we get Drew Carey.
True.
Dang, has anyone else hosted that show? I have no idea.
There were definitely other people, but
Those are the only two that matter. Each part of the map is based off a different like iconic Price is Right game. So you got like
Oh,
Plinko.
yeah, Pachinko boat. Yeah, Plinko.
That's all I got. That's literally all I got. I don't know anything else about that.
Oh, yeah, the one with the little guy climbing up the mountain. It doesn't carry on, please. But this is
Ryan Reynolds, who is already in the game in multiple ways. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Nicole Maines, don't know who that is.
kind of already in. Actually, no, because it's only the T1000 is in his.
yeah,
The thing.
Arnold's not in the game.
Okay. All right. Yeah, carry on.
Michael B. Jordan, Kevin Hart, Zendaya, who is in the game.
We could get an Arnold battle pass, and it would make more sense than anything that we've said.
Yeah,
It actually
could see that.
probably, Yeah.
I want to say I could see that, but I think a season of Warzone did like action stars. I think Bruce Willis, maybe Arnold, and I think like two other actors.
Call of Duty
People that were
did,
in the Expendables.
yeah, it was just the Expendables
Yeah.
actors. Yeah, I know. Die Hard was in one of those games.
I think they did like a season of content where it was like different action movies. Not to say that Fortnite can't also do that, but I see that less likely.
Rambo was in it too.
Yeah, I see that less likely because of that. I want Arnold, but only as Mr. Freeze.
That's
As
level 100.
kindergarten cop. I want twins Arnold.
I want
And Danny
I want
DeVito
I
is
want
the
Daddy
backbone.
Daycare Arnold. Wait, no, that's not that. Who is your daddy and what does he do? Not Daddy Daycare.
Kindergarten Cop.
There you go.
Kindergarten cop. I said it already.
Oh, Carl
Jingle All the
Urban,
Way though. Be a good one.
Eliza Schlesinger, Elliot Page, Chris Hemsworth, Sarah Silverman, Robert Downey Jr. Tom Holland is in the game pretty
in the
much.
game multiple times.
RuPaul, Brie Larson, MJ Rodriguez. Let's see, TV shows. Dragon Ball Z. I feel like there's a thing about Dragon Ball Z where they specifically don't want those characters having guns. I thought I remember seeing something like that at some point. Maybe not.
Yeah, maybe.
But I mean, I would buy them if they were there. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I don't care, but I think there would be people that would be like pumped about that.
That would be cool. Yeah.
Riverdale, also something I don't care about, but I think at least Jesse specifically would probably buy all of that content.
It seems like the show is popular enough
Yeah.
within like a fan group that would probably be playing Fortnite as well.
I do think that they want to maintain their status quo. They want to like continue to majoritatively cater to their biggest population of the Fortnite fan base. But I do think because of their power to get collaborations, that their like next phase is what are the right collaborations that are mostly outside of our core fan base that can potentially pull in more people to the game. I think that is like part of their next plan. Umbrella Academy, How I Met Your Mother. Again, out of all of the shows that I think would be fucking great, I just don't know why that one. But I mean, I'd
Or
probably
blue French porn back bang.
blue French horn black bang. I mean, there are things they could definitely do that would make
The
sense.
highest of 5 emote.
There are a lot of emote potential with How I Met Your Mother. I'll say that. A lot of voice line things. But I don't think I would buy I wouldn't buy a Ted Mosby skin. I don't think. Maybe I would. I don't know.
Classic Schmosky.
I mean,
What was that character's name?
You think I remember anything from that show?
which one was that? You talking about Neil Patrick
remember
Harris?
That line.
You talking about?
No.
Are you talking about Neil Patrick Harris?
No, it
No.
was Ted's
The guy.
classmate from high school.
Oh,
Was that
I
what
said
it was?
like classic Schmosby. I don't
classic
know.
Schmosby? I feel like if they put Ted in the game, though, he would have an emote called the Classic Schmosby. I feel like that would be the name of the emote. I don't know what the emote would be, but it would be that. Like I wouldn't buy a Barney skin. I wouldn't buy other characters' names skins.
Robin or Lily or
Marshall.
Marshall. Wow, we're fucking HIMYM sickos.
Himium.
Himium. Titans. I don't know. Is that a DC thing?
the Titan show on.
I don't know. I don't know if it was just called Titans. Love, Death, and Robots. I don't know what they would add from that, but sure.
Which at this point in time with Titans, I need you to just give us Cyborg, at least, so that we can have
All of them.
the Teen Titans.
Yeah.
Actually, we need Starfire too, probably.
Yeah, I don't think she's in the game.
Chucky. I don't need that. Nope. Hitmonkey. Don't know what that is. My Hero.
Hitmonkey would be dope.
What is
Hitmonkey
Hitmonkey?
Hitmonkey
The Marvel
is
show that's on Hulu, animated.
he
Jason
wears a
Sudeikis
tuxedo,
voices Hitmonkey.
or not a tuxedo. He wears like a white
He wears a suit. He wears a suit with like a red tie.
sunglasses.
It's a Marvel show.
I want to say Hitmonkey might
Yeah.
be a spinoff of Deadpool, like in comics.
Is this like a thing that is
And-
currently on?
Yes.
Is it
I
good?
believe, yeah.
Is it over?
I haven't. They definitely had a first season. I don't know if it got picked up for more because I think MODOK got canceled.
Did it? I forgot that was a thing. To be honest,
Did you watch that show? Was it good?
I didn't watch either one.
yeah, I didn't watch either one yet.
Is it part of the MCU or no?
No,
I don't.
it's part of the. What were they calling that? They had a name for that at some point. The
I have no
Hulu verse
idea.
or whatever.
Interesting. Okay. Is it good?
I've heard good things about about Hitmonkey, I believe. At least early on, I didn't really follow, but I feel like I mostly heard positive things.
Yeah. If they put My Hero in here, they better give him the foreskin treatment at least. They better give him the Naruto treatment and just give us.
Did you finish it up?
I think I have a few.
remember, like,
I have a
there's
few episodes left.
Can you just repeat what you just said?
My Hero.
I
They
don't
put
know.
My Hero in here. They give him the.
Give
they
him
give
the
them the.
they give him the Naruto treatment.
That's not what you said.
You said foreskin.
Yeah, I said give him the Naruto treatment. Give me the foreskin. Give me,
You said give him the foreskin treatment, and I was like,
yeah, give him the foreskin treatment.
I
want
literally had to be like, you, and then you said Naruto, and I was like, oh, he means foreskins, like
Yes.
in the game.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
Foreskins at least. Give us. I mean, Mike, you tell me if I'm off base here.
Just give him the foreskin.
Foreskin treatment. You tell me if I'm off base here, Mike. They give us the foreskins. It's fucking Deku. It's Bakugo. It's All Might. And is it? I feel like it should be. I can't remember her name now.
Uraka?
Oh yeah, Uraraka. But maybe they wouldn't put Uraraka. Maybe they would put fucking Shoto. Or
Maybe. In my mind, the only one that would not make sense, but the only one I could actually picture being in the game is Eraserhead. But
Eraser would be a good skin.
just me.
Eraser had the film from the 80s,
Yes.
Yeah,
70s.
yeah, that's the one.
He'd be part of the foreskin.
Yes, 100%, 100%. Up in the fold. Got to be in the fold. Steven Universe. I think people love that show, so that would probably do well if it was there.
I don't understand Steven Universe in the game, but that's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense in the game, but I mean, if you put in like,
I mean, it makes just as much sense as Pokemon, which is coming up. So
Yeah. So you
I
got
mean,
Mando,
darn
which
it,
we have multiple things for. Mando, Pokemon, another thing. I think would only make sense as non-skin emotes, but I also really don't see them putting
Backbling, maybe?
Pokemon. Yeah, I don't see them putting Pokemon backbling would be actually kind of cool. Like if you had like a backbling that could like also kind of it would like periodically like go on your shoulder or something and like kind of peek around and like talk.
yeah,
I just don't know if I see the Pokemon company putting them in a game that has like guns, but you never know. I don't know what else they would do other than like unless they did an emote that was like throwing a Pokeball and that was like the extent of it.
or they added Pokeballs as a weapon. Don't ask me how it would work.
I think the only way it would work is like a random chance, like you throw it and hit somebody with it and it catches them for like 1 to 5 seconds and it's like a random number pull each time. Like sometimes it will like immediately break back out of the ball and then sometimes it'll be like be up there into 5 seconds. So it's like a destabilizing item. I don't know if they added foreskin for
maybe you
Pokemon. I don't know
store-
which they would be, but
That's making sense either.
what? Wait, what, Mike?
I was trying to picture like something similar to like the tent mechanic where you could keep things in the Pokeball, but I don't see how that would really work.
Yeah, unless you were like
Especially
using
because,
it.
like,
Unless you were using it
Unless
in
you
the.
could use Pokeballs to catch the animals.
Okay.
yeah, there you go.
I
And
mean,
then
you
could like throw your Pokeball and like wolves would jump out of it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. That's possible. Henry Danger, Andor, She-Ra and the Princess of Power.
Andor, we're definitely getting skins for.
Yeah.
I think we're probably gonna get them for a lot of the Star Wars stuff. The Joy of Painting.
She-Ra and the Princess of Power is the new show, right?
I believe so.
The one that's
I
like,
think so.
and the
I
Joy
mean,
of
she had
Painting
a
is
show
Bob Ross,
before.
right? Yeah, but
I think
Princess of
she-
Power is the one on
Power.
Netflix or whatever.
Yeah, I
they're
think it's
on.
Netflix.
Yeah,
I think it's Netflix.
It's
Joy
like-
of
it's
Painting
like-
would just be emotes, I would imagine.
it's Bob Ross, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
American Horror Story, Star Wars Visions, which I still need to watch, but I would buy those skins even without even having watched it yet. And the Flintstones. An emote maybe, Yabba Dabba Doo. I don't know.
You slide down the
Car.
dinosaur's tail.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
the
yeah,
car.
car on the map.
That'd be fun.
It would move faster with the more people that you have in it.
Be kind of dope. It would be kind of dope. Comic book anime, Sasuke. We have Launch, which we've talked about. Mike still doesn't understand why that would be the rep from Dragon Ball. Lucy Heartfilia from Fairy Tail. Scorpion from Spider-Man. Bardock from Dragon Ball Z. Rogue from X-Men in the game. Kefla from Dragon Ball Super. King Shark from Batman.
Can't be in the game. He's too big.
Too big.
Bigly.
Bigly. Scarecrow from Batman. Jonathan Joestar. Mike had opinions on that
Cool.
specific Joe rep.
You skipped Cable, but he's already in the game, so.
Throw it in the game.
Oh yeah, whoops. Jonathan Joestar. Mike, you have negative thoughts about
Yeah.
that being the Joe rep?
I mean, you've only watched the first, like,
One and a
part
half.
one and like
1.3.
1.5. So like you've seen Joseph use a gun, and I will tell you that the rest of the guys going down the line are a little bit more violent happy. But Jonathan's like the one guy that he's a fucking gentleman. Like he's not gonna show up and start shooting guns around.
Maybe that's why. Maybe you know he gets his
Maybe
he
they're
gets his
changing the
revenge.
canon.
He gets his revenge, Mike. Would it make more sense if there were JoJo emotes?
Yeah, if you just Google JoJo poses, like if any of those were emotes, I would buy them all.
Hell yeah, you heard it, Epic. Take Mike's money. Robin, is there really not a Robin skin in the game yet? That's kind of bizarre. I feel like that's
But
due.
Robin also goes with Titans.
Ah, okay.
This is what me and Mike were talking about, where there's like things in different areas, and I feel like you could draw a line and connect a bunch of them.
Yeah. Rock Lee, who is, if the Japanese leak is true, not in this next wave of Shippuden characters coming next week. Electro, Galvatron from Transformers,
Weird Transformers.
Iroh from Avatar, Deathstroke.
Uncle Iroh, baby.
Deathstroke's in the game, right?
Deathstroke is in the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Deathstroke is
They added Deathstroke to the map at one point as a villain.
I don't know. I don't remember that, but they added a skin for him when
I'm pretty sure the
comic came out. I think
the season that stuff was going on, they added Deathstroke into the map. He was up by the power plant in the top right, and he was just like someone you couldn't recruit. He was just there and he attacked you, I believe. But yeah, I think they added him as a skin as
That
well.
does sound kind of familiar.
He is like one of the villains of the Fortnite Batman comic.
yeah.
Devil Dinosaur, Monkey D. Luffy, and Silver Surfer, who is in the game. I'm gonna skip
Silver
over.
Surfer's been in the game a long time, which is an odd thing that it's still in though.
Yeah. Streamers, influencers, and YouTubers. We're gonna just skip. We don't. Sure.
I'm looking at this list and I already see 3 that are already in the game. So
Yeah, and they're gonna continue to do that because I think that just helps them drive those people's audiences to Fortnite if they weren't already playing or into Fortnite.
there's a character in this list, and you talked about Disney proper. There's a character in this list that I almost expect to show up in this season.
You're talking about pop culture characters and brands? Yeah.
Yes.
So this is the last part of the list, and then we'll wrap things up. Anakin Skywalker, who I think we'll get a skin for at some point. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but I think we'll get a skin for Anakin.
He's not Disney proper.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Mickey Mouse. Don't see that happening. Stitch. Also don't see that happening.
Unless he's back bling, I don't see it happening.
Yeah. Kreia from Star Wars.
She's Darth Treya from Knights of the Old Republic.
Okay. Samurai Jack. Montgomery Scott from Star Trek. Jerry Smith from Rick and Morty. Weird that would be the next character from Rick and Morty,
Give
but
us a Jerry skin.
I would
Give us a
buy
fucking
that.
Jerry skin.
I would buy that. If I got rolled up on by 4 Jerrys in Lost, like, you uninstall the game.
Yeah.
Buzz Lightyear.
There it is.
We did talk about some theories on this. Yeah.
I feel like Buzz I feel like Buzz, if not the toy version of Buzz, then this Lightyear version of Buzz, I feel like we're going to get a skin for him.
So I don't think we talked about it on the podcast, but we definitely talked about when we were playing Fortnite at one point, but we might not have been streaming. But Dom had come up with the idea, Mike. I don't know if you were there. Because the season skin snapped is like a customizable toy.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of would fall in line with Lightyear.
He has a song in the game where he talks about he used to be like the favorite toy, and then this new guy came along, and it's like there's a few lines where it's like literally the story of Toy Story.
Yeah. So I could see it. I could see it happening. You think they would do the toy, or think they would do Chris Evans?
I feel like it makes more sense to be Chris Evans.
Yeah.
The toy as a human size
I
thing.
feel like
Yeah.
if that was a thing they were going to do, they should have,
Yeah, it should have already been, but who knows?
at least teased or.
Unless it's like let the movie live and do its thing for a couple of weeks, and then get a little more excitement.
It could be Lightyear coming to Disney Plus.
That's true too. Yeah.
No, yeah.
Because if you look at, I guess it doesn't matter, but yeah, I could see it being like a halfway through the theatrical run.
Or are they doing a 90-day before things end up on Disney Plus?
They'll probably do 45, I think. I feel like that's what they've been doing.
I'm trying to remember because
I feel like it's been a
Doctor
shorter period,
Strange either comes out soon or it just came out.
I don't
Disney
know.
I
Plus,
think it's
and
next week. I think it's next week.
I will say, if we get, I think you're right. If we get this, we're getting Lightyear and not the toy. But if they do that and they don't at this exact same moment, and let's say it would just be too confusing, they think marketing wise, if they don't put like fucking Pizza Planet on the map or some other fucking bullshit, I'm gonna be so disappointed. Like, give us like a back bling pack that's like you can get Woody or like a bunch of different of the toys as like back bling, or like give us an emote that's like you pull Buzz Lightyear out and every time you do the emote it's a different voice line. That'd be fucking dope.
Cool.
That'd be fucking dope. Lando, I could see Lando coming at some point.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
Karth Onasi.
Also Knights of the Old Republic.
Okay. R2D2, I could see R2 coming just as like an on the map like thing.
Yeah, C-3PO's on here too. I feel like they'd just be on the map.
Yeah. Or I guess I don't know. I feel like R2 wouldn't make sense as backbling, but I could see that too maybe.
Not really.
I could see C-3PO as backbling where it's like 3PO as a bunch of parts and he's just like
in the bag.
Yeah, that would be pretty good. And he's just like randomly saying like, "Oh dear!" Like if you get shot, he's like, "Oh dear." That would actually be pretty fucking dope. He's like a reactable backbling. Mike's fucking boy, Marvin the Martian.
Boy.
I feel like Marvin had like a voice, like a line, like
distinct voice.
But what was his line though? Didn't he have like a line or no?
Didn't he claim things for Mars? He put a little flag there. I forget if he said something at the same time.
I thought he had a catchphrase. Let me see.
Nah, you don't have a Marvin impression. Why would you need one in the year of our Lord 2022?
He was in Space Jam.
According to this, Marvin is often caught saying, "Where's the kaboom?" There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Zalbar from Star Wars.
He is also Knights of the Old Republic.
Why? I wonder why a lot of Knights of the Old Republic. Just because they're making a new game.
I have a feeling that they're gonna try to bring the Knights of the Old Republic into some sort of canon.
Interesting.
Wesley Crusher Day One skin.
In the Star Wars timeline, where does Knights of the Old Republic take place in regards to like the stuff we have currently?
The Old Republic.
I know, but is that like I don't know where that is. Like, is that like before?
Yeah, it's way before everything.
Okay.
At least.
So how would they bring that into stuff that's happening now? It would just be its own show. It would not be introduced somewhere in one of these things.
Unless they try to change the story and fit it in somewhere.
Wesley Crusher, Dom's Day One, Arya Stark. Yeah, I could see, especially with there being a new Game of Thrones show, I could see them putting Game of Thrones stuff in.
And she's in multiverses.
That's true. SpongeBob, another one. I just don't see Nickelodeon stuff coming in here in that type of way. Does Nickelodeon still own Power Rangers? Or is Power Rangers back to Saban?
I forget.
I don't think
it did change hands a few times.
Yeah.
Was Nickelodeon not one of the ones that bought it? I thought they had it for a little while.
They had it for a period. Disney had them for a hot second.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of Disney then. Who owns Power Rangers? In May 2018, Hasbro.
Yeah. Yeah, I was expecting more Hasbro stuff to show up in Fortnite. We got the Monopoly pieces as back bling, but I feel like that's all we've really gotten.
G.I. Joe is them too, right?
G.I. Joe.
Right? G.I. Joe is Hasbro?
I don't know.
I think so. I think G.I. Joe is Hasbro and Barbie was Mattel.
Hasbro is G.I. Joe. So...
Oh yeah, that makes sense, Hasbro.
Spoiler alert, the Batman comic does... So, in the Batman comic, from what I noticed, there is, in the background of a panel, or in the background of a scene, there is a Psycho... I forget what they're called. Maybe it's Psycho from Borderlands. I forget if that's what they're called. One of those characters in the background. And then there is one of the issues a central character in the issue is Snake Eyes. But that's the only other like non-DC, non-Fortnite thing that shows up in the
Snake Eyes
Batman
is
comic.
in Fortnite.
We
already.
got Snake Eyes already.
Yes.
We got Cobra Commander, didn't we?
I think we did get two. We definitely got Snake Eyes. I don't know if we also got Cobra Commander. But I was just to kind of riff off of what you were saying about surprised there's not more Hasbro in Fortnite. I'm also kind of surprised. Hasbro has Transformers, right?
Yeah.
I think Transformers is inevitable, even if it's just like them on the map as like cars you can drive and then like they pop out and fight with you or something. But yeah, I thought it was interesting. Like what they do with Snake Eyes in the comic makes sense in the story, but it didn't have to be Snake Eyes. It literally could have been anyone. So it was interesting that they chose a non-DC person to do that. Indiana Jones, who we got, Rocky Balboa, Shere Khan from Jungle Book. Shere Khan the snake?
No, Shere Khan is the tiger, which I don't
Put him on the map.
understand.
Just put him on the map.
Also, Rocky Balboa, Michael B. Jordan was in the celebrities piece.
Oh.
Creed.
So- yeah,
So,
yeah.
Creed,
That would make
yeah.
sense. And then 3PO, which we talked about. I mean, if they put a 3PO skin, I would fucking buy the hell out of it. I don't think they would make him a skin, though. But, yeah, I don't know. Interesting
He
list.
carried a gun in the new movie.
I don't even think it's the gun thing. I think it's just because, like,
He doesn't move.
he doesn't
Well, he
move that
walk.
way. Yeah. It would just look funny. It would just look too funny. Like, too ridiculous, I think. Like, is there another character in the game that you can play as that, like, wouldn't normally move in, like, a normal way? I can't think of one.
Yeah, I can't think of any, but
I don't know.
Yeah.
But there's so many skins in the game at this point. Like I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah. But I don't know. That's a wild list. If some of that stuff comes true, I don't know why Jen is asking me this. She said, "Has any of you seen the new Top Gun and did you like it?" I don't think you have, right?
I haven't seen it yet.
It's on my to-do list, but I've been hearing.
I've heard
nothing but good
really
things.
good things about it. Yeah.
I thought Jen hates Tom Cruise.
I don't know why she's asking. I have no idea. I'm assuming maybe like her dad is asking if the movie's good and maybe he's gonna go see it tomorrow for Father's Day or something. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I have not seen it, but it's been like universally praised, and that's the only reason why it's on my radar.
Um,
And because you like mustaches.
Mike
I do
loves a good
love
mustache.
A good mustache.
How do
And a
we
good beach volleyball.
how do we get fucking Ben Schwartz in Fortnite?
Can we get Gene Ralphio in this game?
No, that's too much. We can only have How I Met Your Mother, Mike. We can't have Parks and Rec, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Can't have The Office. Can't have Community. Can't have Arrested Development. Only How I Met Your Mother. That's the one.
Let's see. I guess if you put Sonic on the map, just on the map, you can't play as him, but he's just there.
Only Shadow. Shadow's the only one that has guns.
Oh, sure.
I was trying to remember if Sonic ever carried guns, but it was just Shadow's game had guns.
Yeah. I mean, maybe at some point they gave Sonic a gun. I don't think so, but Shadow on the cover of that game is holding a gun, I'm pretty sure.
There is a game where you can carry guns as Sonic.
That's true. But they're not real guns. It's a ray gun. It's a super scope.
and-
It's I think that's it. A blaster. Anyways, I started blasting.
Blaster, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. That's if any of that stuff comes true, I think we're in for a treat, especially that progressive battle pass.
Yeah, that whole insurance battle pass is gonna be lit.
No,
Especially
that
that whole
I'd say.
insurance battle pass, none of which was on this list. We just literally made an entire battle pass of things.
by far the Adam Sandler level 100 built-in emote is the one. That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one, baby. I mean, before we wrap things up, as we do, this is an opportune time for some points to be gained on the leaderboards. But we are not going to play What's in the Box today.
Mhm.
Instead, we're going to play video game ads.
Mhm.
The leaderboard for the year so far. Dom with 30 points, Todd with 23, Mike with 18, and then a bunch of guest points on the board. Actually, no, I lied. I didn't actually update my phone. Let me pull up the actual score because we did last week. Dom has 30, Todd has 26, Mike has 20. So Dom did not make any points last week, but both Mike and Todd have gained some ground. I just put a graph in here. What is happening? What is going on in my notes app?
You're feeling your fun.
Mike has 20 points. Let me update the guest points before I forget. Ken has 10.
I'm hearing voices in my headphones again.
Oh, Mike, how does that? What is going on here? They must be using like a two-way
Like a
radio or
They're
radio
not
something.
giving you the fucking
Yeah.
answers.
Jesse has 11. Eric has 6.
Are they? What are they talking about?
Kale has.
I
3.
haven't been able to make it out because your voices are all louder. So, if I ever get a good glimpse, and it seems like it's the same voice, so it's almost like whoever it is, like routinely using this, whatever is going on.
Did you say they were talking about ham radio last time?
I said that I assumed it was a ham radio.
Okay.
I
I
forget.
wasn't sure if they were having a conversation.
I forget. I think they were having a conversation, and like I think the way they spoke made me think they're probably using ham radios.
All right, let me pull up these ads. So we'll do 3 ads. I'll read the ad, and whoever gets it gets the point. I'm gonna add something new to this at some point. I have a plan, but for now we're gonna do it this way.
Brenden has a plan all of a sudden.
Well, I know I have some old video game magazines. They're just in a storage box. I'm gonna get them at some point and do it from there. I mean, obviously that'll be limited, but it'll be some physical ones. That'll be fun.
I don't need to have this list up anymore
Why not, Mike?
because we're not talking about it anymore. I don't have to look at it. They'll look at how someone said, "Hey, you know what should be in Fortnite? The joy of painting."
Everybody needs a little Bob Ross.
Yeah, but Fortnite, is that what he died for?
All right, game number 1. Or ad number 1. Get reacquainted with an all-new blank and his misadventures. All-new intuitive camera system guides you through hazardous 3D missions. Over 25...
Larry.
No. Over 25 all-new disguises with new abilities like scuba diving and snowboarding. Featuring Baywatch's Marlise Andrada as Agent Extra. An all-new...
Is it Enter the Gecko?
No. An all-new blank spits fireballs, controls tanks, crocodiles, burrows, and more. All new wisecracks and celebrity impressions delivered by HBO comedian Dana Gould.
This
it
does
Gex
sound like a
64?
Gex game.
I will give it to Dom. It is Gex 3 because someone would have said that. But
What was?
I would not have.
Does it not have a
I did not know the
tagline?
name.
it is Gex 3 Deep Cover Gecko.
Deep Cover
Enter the
Gecko.
Gecko, I believe, is the first game. Or the second game.
Okay.
I think the first game is just called... No, the first game I think is called Gex Enter the Gecko. Dom gets the point. Puts Dom at 13.
At some point, I would have switched off of trying to do the actual names and just gone to numbers.
Yeah. That's why I figured you would have just said it. So I skipped the process.
Okay, it's the N64 cover where he's dressed as Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yes. That's Enter the Gecko.
No, that's Deep Cover Gecko.
That Deep Cover Gecko?
Yeah, Gex 316.
Give us new Gex. Wait, so then which one is Gex Deep Cover Gecko?
It is 3.
Oh, okay. The PlayStation cover is a different cover. That's why.
It's a different cover, yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Enter the Gecko is the second game.
Okay, and the first one's just called Gex?
Yeah.
I think there was a game on the Game Boy, maybe to or Game Boy Color, but I don't know what that was called.
This says that Deep Cover Gecko was also on the Game Boy Color.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of then. Let me pull up this. Nope, that's in a different language. Can't use that one. We will do... No.
Danny Gould currently doing anything?
I don't know. I closed out the fucking thing that I had open, and now I'm just trying to pull it back up.
Take your time. Take your time. Sit here and twiddle our thumbs.
Twiddle our thumbs. Mike, out of that list of Fortnite collabs, what would be the thing on there that you want the most?
Wasn't there something that... Now I can't remember which thing was real and which thing we made up. Something stupid that I think was on the list that I said, oh yeah, I'll buy that. Oh, maybe it was Gorillas. That's not as stupid.
Yeah, that'd be pretty dope.
Yeah, I don't remember what else was on there. This microphone is such terrible placement.
Your microphone?
Yeah.
Why is that?
It is blocking part of my second screen. I mean, if you wanted, Dom, we could remake Casino Royale, except we'll just change poker to Hungry Hungry Hippos.
Change poker to Hungry Hungry Hippos? What?
This is zero context. And I'm going to keep it that way.
All right, here's the next one.
You know,
Free
why
demo.
is James Bond not mentioned in that whole list? James Bond makes perfect sense.
What about Gex?
Gex would be great.
Okay, I'm not having this conversation anymore.
Gex would have the best voice lines in the game, Mike. All right, free demo. No, that's not really it. Here it is, though. Game number 2. Get ready for a smorgasbord of blank. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't read the first line. Let me start over. You like blank? Have some more. Get ready for a smorgasbord of blank action. Blank, blank, blank. Game title. Blank, blank, blank. 8 tasty games in one. And this time, the softie has an edge. Now he not only Now he not only blank, 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 he can blank, 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 23 to be exact. In this world, you are who you blank. Chow down on a ninja.
Kirby's All-Star Showdown? Kirby's... I don't remember the name of that fucking game. Kirby's... Is it Kirby's All-Star?
No. Mike, you hopping
I mean,
in for the steal?
I figure it's a Kirby game, but I don't know Kirby game titles, so I got nothing to tell you other than, yeah, it's probably Kirby. With a blank blank, I don't know.
Kirby Superstar Showdown?
Kirby Superstar. Dom gets the point.
Kirby Superstar.
All right. Final game.
What was the system?
Super Nintendo. Super Nintendo. Yeah, we only do Nintendo games over here.
Yep.
First one was a PlayStation game. I guess also a Nintendo 64 game, but there's that.
Blank, blank, blank. Blank, blank, blank. Guess the game.
The best just got better. Bloodier. Tougher. Deadlier. You thought you'd survived blank? The greatest computer action game of all time? Wrong. You still have to face the blank, blank, blank. All 3 original episodes, plus a 4th that's so deadly it will grind you up and spit you up. Now at software stores near you. Now this is for a clearly collection, but I am just looking for what the game is. Not the collection.
Duke Nukem.
No.
Metal Gear?
No.
Metal
Doom.
Gear?
Mike gets the point with Doom. Mike inches closer to Todd.
Oh, yeah. Grind you out. That makes more sense.
Dom pulls slightly ahead of Todd again. There you have it. That's all we got. The ad ones get tough because sometimes there are good ads, but then they also have other things on there that I think give too much away. But who am I to say?
Oh, free demo.
Free demo is a fucking fantastic ad, Mike. If you're looking at that page, that is a good ad.
I bet.
But that'll do it for episode 3. Honestly, no idea. What are we doing here? What episode is this? 318? Let me check, because I don't want to. Not that it matters. You've already listened to it, so it doesn't matter what number I say right now. I could say any number. Any number of things. This is, of course, episode 319. Thank you all so much for listening to this week's episode. As always, you can find everything we do at passthecontroller.io, Twitter and on Instagram at passcontroller, and on Twitch at twitch.tv/passcontroller. If you want to help us out, you can do that in a few different ways by subscribing to us on Twitch, wherever you can listen to podcasts, leave us a review, following us on social media, buy a shirt from our shop, or a sweatshirt, what have you. And yeah, I don't know. You can follow me at bgroom. You can follow Mike at _Michaelpath and Dom at PDC _one little spark. And we love you guys. Until next time.